So, hello everyone. Today we have a very special guest with us, Janmejaya, who's a cybersecurity professional. So today we'll talk about his background, his educational background, and also how he got started in this field, and then about the field also. What are the opportunities? What are the challenges in this field? And what are the skills required for somebody who wants to enter into this field? So Janmejaya, very welcome to this session by Learn 21. So maybe we can start with your educational and professional background.
Basically, I have done my Btec in computer science from Odisha Engineering College, Janmejaya. When I was in second year, I was very much used to playing video games. So in that video games, I was like, I was a hardcore fan of aeroplanes. So I love aeroplane flight simulator games. So one day I was playing one flight simulator game, and I was wondering if someone can give me so much money inside that game, or I can purchase all those add-ons basically inside that game. So basically, I was wondering, and I Google it, and I get to know that that things can be done by hacking. So I learned a little bit about that, how we can do it. Then after doing that, means after doing some research on that, I got so much interest in cybersecurity. So I attended one workshop at IIT Bhubaneswar regarding cybersecurity. So from there, I get to know that yes, anybody can make his or her career in cybersecurity. It's a great opportunity for us to make your passion into a profession. So if you make your passion into profession, then you will never get bored. Because in IT sector, most of people get frustrated after working 5 years or 10 years, something like that. But if you work in your interest area or passion, then you will never get frustrated. So after that attending that intensive, no, sorry, after attending that workshop, then I got an opportunity to work with. Uh, Means I got an intensive opportunity with guidance technology. So I did. It was basically 3 months of intensive over there. So I went their place and I made some friends. Then we learned some little things. And when I get back to my home, after then I started learning, doing Googling everything. So what are the things? What kind? How a student can be a cybersecurity professional? Because when it was the time was like 2018 or 19. I think 2018. At that time, nobody was there to guide us. You should follow this path if you have to do cybersecurity things. We want to go into cybersecurity things, do these things. Nobody was there. Whatever things I have done, completely blindly, everything I have done. Blindly eating something, just like that. So just doing that, I did so many research on Google, and also I searched so many institutes, and like that I collected some information from YouTube. Also I found so many useful resources, and some mentors I found over internet. So using those materials and mentorship, I landed into cybersecurity properly. Then in 2019, I get into a bug bounty program. Basically, HackerOne is a bug bounty program platform. So basically, the most challenging part is that for cybersecurity professionals, if you learn cybersecurity, then it's a very difficult task. How you can do your practice on live websites. Nobody will give you their websites to do the live practice on their website. So for that reason, I was wondering how I can do it, because whatever things I learned, that's thing completely on virtual machines. On what means whatever things I have done in virtual machines, and because we don't have any websites, how we will do. So on that time period, I get to know that some platforms are there who provides like bug bounty program They have programming program,
So
and
Hacker One
it
is
will,
the platform.
yeah, yeah. Hacker one, but crowding are there, but I don't know why I too much. I love Hacker one. So I get into Hacker one. Then I found so many companies inside there. Like you can found uh, Twitter, then Zenly, and Slack, and many more companies are there inside that Hacker one. So on that, inside that, you can choose any program or you can choose any company, and you can start your work. Like you have to start doing penetration testing inside that. You will found any vulnerability. You can basically you can report them directly from there, and then you can earn some money if they will pay you. Otherwise, you will earn some reputation point over there.
Okay.
But the most important thing is that you will get live practice on a website or a web application or a mobile application. You can do the live practice over there. So that will be that was very helpful for me. And MC in basically UK government was the first client for me. I have done pen testing for them. From that point, I started my career in this world.
Okay, great. So you had interest in this, and during your college days only, you did some workshops, and from that you learned on Google on your own. So mostly you are like self-learned kind of professional, right?
Yeah, self-learned and some mentoring
Mentoring
also.
also is bought, and this
Yeah.
platform also helped you get into this cybersecurity. So talking about this field cybersecurity, so for like a person who's very new to this field, how will you explain what exactly does a cybersecurity professional do?
Uh, 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 could you please repeat that
So,
question?
just I mean, what is the job of a cybersecurity professional?
Basically, in
Hmm.
cybersecurity, many paths are there. Like you want to go application security or network security analyst, or you want to be a many different parts are there. So if we talk about application security consultant,
Hmm.
on that you have to do the pen testing of a website. Basically, you have to test all those security threats over there.
Hmm.
What kind of attacks can be possible? You have to do over there for application security. For network security consultant, you have to do all kind of things on networks like IP infrastructure, whatever they are,
Hmm.
and like that. So basically, it depends.
Okay, got it, got it. So you're saying there are different branches, application security, network security, and depending on what you want,
Yeah,
just
there
work.
are currently, according as per my knowledge, application security is there, mobile security is there, infrastructure security, API security, then IoT security, automobile security, and so many other fields are there, the technical fields. And another side is there also, which is compliance and auditing. Basically, that part is completely based on documentation part.
Mhm. Got it.
So
So one is the technical, as you said, one is the technical cybersecurity, one is the non-technical cybersecurity part. And this network security, everything this comes in the technical part. Okay,
yeah.
so for a cybersecurity, somebody who's aspiring to be a cybersecurity professional, what are the skills, most important skills you will list that these three, four things that person should know, or I mean, these are very important to grow in career as a cybersecurity professional.
Yeah, for if anybody wants to come into cybersecurity, the first thing is required that he or she should be
Learn.
means he can be do the self studying or self research, because
Hmm.
this field is completely based on research. Suppose you found a vulnerability or you get a point
Hmm.
on which you can do some attacks. For that, if you have no idea how to do that attack, you have to do the search on Google. You have to do
Hmm.
some research, and you have to find some exploits, and accordingly you have to do that. For that, the first and most important thing is you should be self-motivated and
Hmm.
you can do self research or like that.
Self learner. Okay.
Self,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that is the
Got
most
it.
important part
Mm.
for this cybersecurity.
There are also some colleges or some programs, some edtech startups are coming up with in cybersecurity. Those are also helpful, or there are online courses on Udemy, Coursera. Are they?
Uh, some courses are a little bit useful, but we can say that if you pick only one platform or only one education platform, then it is completely helpful for us. We have to do so. You have to basically, yes, for a cybersecurity professional, they have to learn everything,
Hmm.
like what is server, what is a database, what is programming, everything they need to understand. For let me tell you one thing: if you
Hmm.
want to hack, do uh, some assessment on the website, pen testing. So for that, you have to you should have idea how a pixel works, what are the things in backend,
Hmm.
how DNS work, everything you have to learn. So so many things you have to learn. So only one platform can teach you the things properly.
Okay. So you're saying more do it yourself, try to maybe work on these
Mhm.
platforms, hacker one, and then similar platforms. That is better than doing these courses.
Yeah, but before doing work on these platforms like Hacker on the Cloud, before that you need so many knowledge, proper guidance, everything you that required. For
So
that
the
you
theory
can,
part is also needed, right? Before you jump into the practical,
yeah,
you should
mhm,
also have a theory part, like what is DNS, as you said,
yeah,
what is a server, what is
mhm,
client, and how the communication happens, HTTP, everything.
yeah,
Basic knowledge you should
everything,
have, and then on top of
yeah,
it, then you will know how that security can be breached. So then there you have to make sure that everything is all right. Okay.
yeah, that,
So talking about the opportunities in this field, I mean, a lot of I see a lot of companies investing a lot of money. Like Google said, they will invest 10 billion or some dollars into this, and Microsoft, every big companies are coming up with this sort of investment in cybersecurity. From your perspective, what are the opportunities in this sector you see?
uh, yeah. In cybersecurity, I can guarantee you that so many opportunities are there. Many companies are basically looking for skilled cybersecurity professionals in this field, because in this field, there are very few people are there who are very skilled and they can handle everything. And yeah, this in cybersecurity, very less people are there,
Hmm.
because people have no idea exactly what is cybersecurity. That people might think that basically they have a myth in their mind.
Hmm.
If someone will say hacking, then one thing will come in your mind that hacking is a bad thing,
Illegal activity.
illegal things. But
Hmm.
nobody have idea about ethical hacking.
Ethical.
Uh, in ethical hacking, what will happen? Company will allowing us to do the same kind of things in their infrastructure, in their application, to identify those security threats or security loopholes so that they can fix it, so they can be secure. But people
Hmm.
have no idea about exactly, so that very few people are there in this cybersecurity space,
Got it.
and companies are eagerly hiring. So means they are looking for so many people coming to come to this cybersecurity space, but very few people are there.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
basically here demand is high, but
Supply.
uh, supply is very low.
Okay. So is engineering BTech necessary to become a cybersecurity professional, or like anyone with
No,
interest can try their hand at it?
yeah, anyone, if anybody have some interest in cybersecurity, they can join cybersecurity. The engineering BTech is not necessary
Not
for this, because
necessary.
I have seen many people are coming from medical background. After
Okay.
doing ABBS, they're coming into cybersecurity. Also, many people are doing BCom or chartered accountant. After doing that, they are coming into cybersecurity.
Okay.
So, in this field, your skill, your knowledge is the most important part
Also for it.
than your degree.
So it's a more, as you were saying, it's a very practical field.
Yeah.
More you know how a site or an app or anything can be hacked and how you can prevent it. Right.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. Your degree is not very important because it's a new field.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
we.
and also I used a skill in
Hmm.
basically one skill is there. You have to think out of words basically.
Mhm.
That is the most important skill in this cybersecurity. Basically.
Right.
If you
Because,
think out of box, then you can do so many things. If you not think out of box, then you can't do anything.
right. So these bug bounty programs also, we see that a lot of companies, big companies, pay a lot of money to people who find bugs, right?
Yeah.
So, and in India also there are a lot of bugs which keep on coming. So what is the scenario there? Is every site have certain bugs, or like very few sites have bugs? How does it work?
No, basically every sites have some bug.
Hmm.
Basically, let me tell you what is bug bounty and what is pen testing. In
Hmm.
pen testing, you can report any kind of security threats or security loopholes. They can uh, take it and they will patch it. But in bug bounty, the scenario is totally different.
Hmm.
They will only accept those vulnerability which can be a which have a very high impact for their company.
Hmm.
They will accept only few vulnerabilities, those who have some impact. And in bug bounty, so many rules are there. Like first, you have to suppose you found a bug,
Hmm.
you found a vulnerability, and you are going to report it. First, they will check whether it is acceptable or not. If it is not acceptable, they will not accept. If it is acceptable, they will check whether somebody before somebody reported that vulnerability before you or not. If
Hmm.
that is not in that scenario, means somebody not reported, you are the first person. In that scenario, you will get rewarded for that.
Okay. Okay.
That in this way, that bug bounty work.
So not every bug is sort of rewarded.
Yeah,
Any bug
yeah,
which they found think that it is a big bug or very, can
yeah,
harm them, then that bug is very much
yeah.
rewarded.
Just like you can just say that all startups are can not be funded. Only few startups
Yeah.
can be funded like that.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I think the Janmejaya final. I'd say anybody. What message will you give to anybody who wants to enter into this field? Right, before we wrap. Yeah.
Yeah, so if somebody wants to come into these in this cyberspace, into cybersecurity, for that, then should motivate yourself. Means self. They should be more self-motivated. They
I
should
think
be
somebody is very
self-learners.
curious about how systems work, right? That internal, somebody who has that skill, that those people are naturally will find it very interesting, right? Self motivation.
And one most important thing is there, like it's very difficult to get entry level job inside cybersecurity.
Okay.
That is the most challenging part in cybersecurity. Whatever what I have faced in my time, because I've seen many friend of mine, they didn't get any job and they left cybersecurity. So if anybody wants to come into cybersecurity, they need to be stick into this cybersecurity until they get a job. Once you get a fast entry level job or fresher job inside this cybersecurity, then there are so many opportunities for you. But
Okay.
that is the most difficult part. But in that scenario, in that under time, you need to be self motivated.
And you can work as a freelancer also, right? You
Yeah,
said,
you can.
or on
Yeah,
these
yeah, you can.
platforms, you what you said, right? Or you work on
Yes,
those
yes.
platforms, and once you get a proper job, then you can continue in that.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody can do that also.
Okay, great. I think Janmejaya, good talk. Thank you so much for sharing this important information with us, right? And to everyone, if you have any questions, please leave in the comments, and please let us know how you like this video. Thank you.
Thank you so much.